If you feel that a certain part of your life is disorganized, but the challenge is you don't even know where to start from to reorganize your life, then this video is a good video to watch. And they'll question your mind, surgeon. Don't go away. I'll be right back. But before that, take a listen at this.
There was a young man named Alex who was in his mid-20s and was going through a challenging time in his life. Alex was facing stress from multiple areas of his life, including family, finances, and work, which were taking a toll on his mental health. In his family, Alex was dealing with strained relationships with his parents, who had recently gone through a divorce. He felt caught in the middle and was struggling to cope with the emotional turmoil that came with it. This family situation was causing him constant stress and anxiety, as he felt torn between the two sides and was constantly trying to navigate their conflicting demands. On top of that, Alex was also facing financial difficulties. He had recently lost his job due to company downsizing, and he was struggling to find a new job that would provide him with a stable income. The financial pressure was adding to his stress, and he was feeling overwhelmed and uncertain about his future. To make matters worse, Alex was also dealing with work-related stress. In his current job, he was overloaded with responsibilities and facing a toxic work environment with a demanding boss and unsupportive colleagues. He was constantly working long hours, feeling burnt out and unfulfilled in his job, which was taking a toll on his mental and physical health. Amidst these challenges, Alex realized that he needed to take steps to take care of his mental health and come out of the situation stronger. Over time, with consistent effort and support, Alex was able to navigate through his challenges and emerge stronger. He repaired his relationships with his parents, found a new job that brought him satisfaction, and developed healthy coping mechanisms to manage stress. He also learned valuable lessons about the importance of self-care, setting boundaries, seeking support, and prioritizing his mental well-being. Alex's journey was not easy, but he learned to take care of his mental compass and prioritize his mental health, which ultimately helped him overcome his challenges and build a brighter future for himself.
Welcome back. This is Dale Quest, your mind surgeon, and we are talking about your mental compass. The reason why I chose to talk about this is because it clearly puts my idea of reorganizing your life, the role of your mind, into perspective. I attended a very prestigious university, that's the University of Ghana, Legon, in Accra, the premier university, and I'm very proud at that. One of the things I loved about my university has to do with the way the place is organized in terms of its environment and setting, where the departments are and where the hostels are and where the traditional halls are. The beautiful thing about the University of Ghana is where the administrative part of the entire university is found. It's actually on the apex of everything, in fact on the hill. And so when you look at the aerial view of the entire university, it's almost symmetrical. And I'm using this analogy to explain something with respect to how our minds function when it comes to organization. So when you enter any campus, for example, the tertiary campus, specifically speaking, the university, you have where the different departments are, either the Department of Psychology, the Department of Chemistry, the medical school, the nursing department, or any other department that you can think of. Then you come to where the hostels or the halls are. Then you come to where the library is found. Then you look at the sporting facilities. So you realize that things are not placed haphazard. So there's a whole compartmentalization of the different amenities placed on campus. This helps the students to have a well-structured life that leads to a very comfortable campus life. It's the same thing with the human body with respect to the brain. There's a specialized organ found in the temporal lobe part of your brain called the hippocampus. Yes, the hippocampus. And this specialized organ is responsible or aids in the whole function when it comes to learning and memory. And so I want to borrow the name of this organ with respect to the brain, juxtapose it with how the mind works, and use it to help you understand how to reorganize your life for effective living. And so the hippocampus of your mind, which is a specialized organ, has a way it functions to help you memorize certain things so that in a time where you need to reproduce it, it's easy for you to do that. It also helps you to learn new things. It's the same way when it comes to the mind and reorganization. If you find yourself having a very haphazard life, if you find yourself where your life is not really well put together, it is because you have not learned the art of organizing your mind. So when you wake up in the morning, one of the things I would ask you is that what is the first thing that you do? It's very important. I have a video about routines, habit, and culture. You can check it, I'll put it in the description so that you can watch that video, and it helps you on how to create routines to make your life simple. And so when the mind engages in a certain routine when you wake up in the morning, you have cleared the very first phase of your life when you get out from bed. It is the first step to reorganization of your life. Now, it is important to note that when your mind is reorganized as to what it should do, what it should think about, it helps you live a very well-structured life so that you just don't waste much time and procrastinate a lot of things. So here are 4 things I want to share with you when it comes to reorganization of your mind to help you have a well-structured mental compass. The first thing is planning. You have to plan how your mind works. Yes, there's a way to engage your mind in routines that helps it think the way it should think with respect to planning. You must have your mind readily available when you wake up in the morning to remind itself about how you want to live your day. And so before you always go to bed, you must have what you call an auditing of how your day went. And if there are things that you were not able to carry out in the previous day, you try and do them the next day. So it helps you to know what to do in planning your day effectively. So planning is key. The second thing is creating priorities. So the second thing to do to help reorganize your mental compass has to do with setting priorities. You would have to train your mind about the concept of priorities. Priority is choosing something above the other because you find it relevant, important, and necessary to do. So in prioritizing, you do what is needful before you do what is wanting. And so you place what is needed to be done ahead of what you actually want to do. So when you set priorities, it helps you live a very structured life. So the third thing when it comes to reorganization of your mental compass for effective living of your day has to do with engaging your mind to consistent learning. Learning should never stop. It actually never stops. In fact, the truth about learning is that even if you don't actively engage in it, you passively engage in it because your 5 senses are consistently being engaged with content or data or information every single moment. So even if you're not aware that you're learning, you are still imbibing something. But I'm talking about actively putting your mind to effective learning or education. Make sure that your mind is always learning something new or something consistently. And that is what brings about a certain level of perfection. And so in order to help your life get reorganized, you would have to remind and train your mind to always learn something. You can engage in reading books, you can engage in watching very educative videos, or engage yourself in leisure activities that brings about building your life well. The fourth and the last thing about reorganizing your life with respect to your mental compass has to do with auditing of your life. Never go to bed without assessing how your day went. Very important. Anytime you go to bed, anytime you retire, go through how your day went. It's very key for a successful and effective organization of your life. So sit down and assess the things that you wanted to do you couldn't do, the people you met, the new things you learned, and how you can make your life better. So in conclusion, your mental compass is very important. Once you build it well, you would have an effective living with respect to reorganizing your life. Once your mind is well organized, you have no option than to have an effectively organized day. I am the Question Mind Surgeon. If you like this kind of content, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, share, comment, and let us reach a wider audience and grow this channel. I want you to be part of the success story. Take care of yourself, and I'm out.